Namaste to all my dear students. I welcome all of you in Antibytes YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss about the meson theory. This theory is also known as Yukawa theory. We all know that the force acting between two masses is called gravitational force. And this gravitational force between two masses is mediated by the exchange of the gravitons. The gravitons are still not observed experimentally. Also, the force between two charged particles is known as electrostatic force. And this electrostatic force between two charged particles is mediated by the exchange of photons. So we can conclude that gravitons are force carriers between two masses and photons are force carrier between two charged particles. According to neutron-proton theory, the constituents of nucleus are protons and neutrons. Then, what are the force carriers which binds these nucleons inside a nucleus? If we compare relative strength of all four forces, we can see that nuclear or strong force is the strongest force in nature, and it is 100 times more than that the electrostatic force. But what are the mediating or exchanging particles between the nucleons that causes the strongest force in the nucleus? In 1935, Japanese physicist Yukawa, he proposed that nuclear force is mediated by mesons. He further proposed that nucleons are held together inside the nucleus by sharing negatively charged particles. And these negatively charged particles he called as mesons. And he proposed that the mass of such negatively charged particles should be equal to 200 times more than that of electronic mass. And its charge should be equal to 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19 coulomb, which is also a charge of an electron. In 1936, an American scientist, Carl Anderson, detected few particles in the cosmic rays. He experimentally determined their masses, charges, and spin. And he found that masses of such particle is about 270 times the mass of electron. And he again found that charge is equal to the charge of electron, spin is again half, which is spin of electron, and he detected three types of such particles. First is positively charged, second one negatively charged, and third is neutral particle. These were the pi mesons, as earlier proposed by Yukawa theoretically. In 1949, Yukawa was awarded the Nobel Prize for his prediction of the pi mesons or pions in 1935. Yukawa had predicted the presence of mesons on theoretical basis, and Carl Anderson confirmed this experimentally. And Yukawa was the first Japanese Nobel laureate at that time. According to Yukawa theory, all nucleons, whether they are protons or neutrons, all nucleons consist of same sort of common core surrounded by pulsating cloud of pi mesons. Surrounded by pulsating cloud of pi mesons. These mesons remain free for such an extremely short period that they are undetectable and are called virtual mesons. They remain free for very small time. In such small time, they cannot be detected. That is why they are called virtual mesons. The exchange of these mesons particles between the nucleons is so fast that it changes the identity of the nucleons. I am repeating it. The exchange of pi mesons between the nucleons is so fast that it changes the identity of the nucleons and at same time bind them together. This is an atom. At center there is a nucleus, and in nucleus there are nucleons. They may be protons or neutrons. The protons and the neutrons continuously emit or absorb positive, negative, or neutral pi mesons. It is a continuous process. They continuously absorb positively charged, negatively charged, or neutral mesons. Like this animation. In forward direction, the proton emits positively charged pi meson, which can be seen in the animation, and converts into neutron. The proton emits positively charged meson and converts into neutron. In backward direction, the neutron may absorb the positively charged pi meson. In backward direction, the neutron may absorb the positively charged pi meson and converts into proton. Also, a neutron emits negatively charged pi meson and converts into proton in forward direction. In backward direction, the proton may absorb negatively charged pi meson and converts into neutron, which can be seen in the animation. So we can see that the protons and neutrons exchange the nature by absorbing or emitting either positively charged pi meson or negatively charged pi mesons. There are other two possibilities. A proton emits neutral meson and converts into another proton. Another proton means p dash proton in forward direction. Now, this proton, which is p dash proton, may absorb this neutral pi meson and converts into proton in backward direction. Similar is the case for transformation of neutron to another neutron n dash in forward direction and conversion of n dash neutron to the original neutron in backward direction. Therefore, in last two reactions, we can see that the exchange of neutral pi mesons do not change the nature of nucleons, but it is exchange between proton-proton or neutron-neutron. The exchange of pi mesons between the nucleons can be understood by taking the example of two kids playing with a ball in a well-defined court. Let's consider two kids playing in a well-defined court. This ball binds them together. You can see in the animation. Sometimes they are attracted towards each other. Attraction can be seen with the arrows. Sometimes they are attracted towards each other, and when they reach very close, they are also repelled in opposite directions. They are also repelled in opposite direction. But at all time, they are confined in a well-defined court. Similar is the case of the nucleons residing inside the nucleus. The court can be considered equivalent to a nucleus. A boy and a girl are taken as nucleons, and ball is taken as pi mesons. Pi mesons are the mediating particles which binds the nucleons inside a nucleus, which keep on exchanging between the nucleons. Thanks for watching and listening. Thanks a lot.